Yes, I remember a long time ago, but it seems like yesterday. A night just like this, the wind and the moonlight as she came up the stairs to my humble abode, my little studio apartment. Just a day before, her sister was looking for a place to stay. Her name was Lauren, and I let her stay overnight, perhaps just in good karma, to give this beautiful woman a place to rest. For she said she was going to UCLA and she needed a place, but she was going to move into an apartment the next day. Then we talked and we went out to dinner, and she said that maybe I would like to meet her sister Jane, a very artistic type. She felt after she heard my stories about wanting to be an actor that we would hit it off. Hit it off we did. When I met Jane for the first time, after calling her on the telephone, inviting her over for dinner, I realized this was the most beautiful woman I'd ever met in my life. Her sister and any other woman I ever met couldn't light a candle to her. She was a package, I'll tell you. She was a little angel who whisked into my life. And I thought I was in a dream or something. We hit it off really well the first night. We kept going out for quite a while after that. Towards summertime, I asked her. I was curious to see what she'd say. I hoped she didn't reject me. And she didn't. Well, if we're still going out this summer, maybe we should get married. And she kind of swallowed and said, "We'll see." Well, summertime came. We were still dating. In fact, one time I even found her on my doorstep waiting for me to get home because I hadn't answered my phone in a couple days. I knew all along in my heart and soul that this was a very special person. In fact, every time I was with her, I felt a little nervous and jittery, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing to make her mad or have her lose respect or faith in me that I was a nice guy, which I am. Sometimes guys screw up and they say the wrong thing. They sound stupid, but really they're just tripping over their own words. As time went on, we got married. We lived in a small apartment which was invaded weekly in Venice by robbers and thieves. We eventually moved to the valley, which didn't work out. We decided to go back to Boston, where she's from, and go back to school. So I followed her back there. Well, we had a few rocky roads, but we stuck it out. I even remember one time I carried her typewriter in the snow, rented to do her term paper, and she did. It took me 4 hours in the snow to carry it back, but I was glad I did. I felt I did something good for a change, instead of always screwing up. We had a few hard times, and I remember we used to dine and dash. We couldn't afford food until I got a steady job, so we'd go to a restaurant, get dressed up, and take off afterwards, if you know what I mean. I'm sure people weren't happy with us. We even did it at the Ritz-Carlton as our confidence built. Dining and dash was a good way to get a really good meal, at least one for the day, and split. It's hard to go to sleep at night when you're starving to death, if you know what I mean. Well, we separated and I came back to California to chase my dream. But about 5 years ago, I got a call from her on my anniversary. I never forget it, July 17, 1977. I was so happy to talk to her, and I had so many things to do. My heart, my mind, my soul, and my mind were racing, and I wanted to talk to her more, so I got her phone number and her address. As time went on, I wrote her letters in hopes that we would get back together. Well, we'll see what happens. You can only hope for the best.
Good job. Actually, it should be